everybody. Alrighty, I'm over here in Middlebury, Indiana. I finally left the house. Usually when I go home, I only stay home like 2 days, 3 at the tops. I think I stay home a week this time. It felt good to get out of the truck, go stretch your legs, relax. But I've been over in Middlebury yard driving around, and they start wearing my glasses a little bit because I've been driving around looking for my camper. I was like, it's not here. I thought I was getting a 32-foot travel trailer, Jayco Eagle. Well, after driving around and looking at the paperwork again, pulling out the old eyeballs, I realized I'm getting a fifth wheel. Now I found it. So let's come over here and let's check it out and make sure ain't no damage and everything. Get hooked up. We're gonna be going to Grand Terrace, California, and it's well, I ain't got the sheet for the mileage yet printed out. I'll get it printed out. And but I do know it only paying $1.66. The rates are supposed to be going up. This is November the 8th, so rates are supposed to be going up. I know some loads have been, and this one hasn't. I guess you gotta take the good with the bad. They said if you get the old inventory out, then the new ones, you know, better rates. So that's what we're hoping for. So we're gonna get out, check this camper out, and get hooked up and get out. There she is. Got her in there. Got a little room on this side. Check everything out. Make sure ain't no damages, and we'll start getting hooked up. All right. In the vinyl right here, I do see a scratch. It is a minor scratch, but it's in the vinyl, which is very expensive. I will take a picture of this and call it in. They'll probably let it go, but just to make sure, it's be on the safe side to save my butt. All right, we got the go ahead after 28 minutes on hold. Then got off the phone, sent them an email with the picture. After waiting 30 more minutes, I called them. Another 15 minutes on hold. They said they forgot about me. But they gave me a thumbs up, which I figured was gonna go as a minor scratch. And they wanting all these campers gone. We are fully loaded with campers. So, just hooked up the fifth wheel. Now, the jaws is locked. We're gonna secure the pin. We're gonna put our breakaway cable, and we're gonna plug up our electricity and let down the legs, and we are ready to ride. And here she is. Got her all pulled out. Scratch was good to go. Everything else looks good. This 32 fifth wheel. Alrighty, and I guess another reason why it took a little bit longer is the address on my bills was different from the paperwork in the trailer. Different place of going to California. And I done made that mistake once, so I wanted to make sure serial numbers lined up, everything else was good, just different address. So I wanted to make sure I was going to the right place. I did not want to make that mistake. So, but we are. And this one right here weighs, I mean, it's I even thought it was a travel trailer, but it's fifth wheel, 10,814. That's what it weighs. And it pays $1.66 a mile, and we are going 283 miles. Well, that's what they're paying us on. Probably a little bit more, usually is. But I wanted to make sure on the address. I didn't want to go to a different place, and then when I get there, I'm running short on time, and that has happened, not to me, but one of my friends, twice. They're like, no, we needed to go over here, hour down the road. Well, if you're cutting time, it could cost you a whole day. So you always want to make sure on that. And the same friend, he had a blowout last night on his camper. Brand new camper hooked up. He was on 31, and the tire sidewall just shot out of the tire. Luckily, there's no damage or nothing. We had to call the cops because he's on the side of the road. And but couldn't figure out how to get the jack because, you know, I guess it got the bars or whatever to let the spare jack down. I mean, the spare tire down. So I guess that's something good to look for, because I haven't seen any tools or anything to let the spare tire down. If any of y'all out there know, then leave in the comments, because that's something that, hell, all of us need to know. Well, let's get started on this trip and see what we can get into. Alright, we made over here to Russell's truck stop last night, and the one I made a video on about the car museum. It's got, I like coming here. It's got a lot of parking, especially if you get here late at night, you're still gonna find somewhere to park. It's got a big paved parking lot across the road. It's got a big dirt parking lot. I've never had no problem parking here, and they got good breakfast. I don't know about the lunch and stuff, but the diner, you know, it's kind of like an old-timey diner, like 50 style or something, you know, kind of look to it. So I like it, and had a really good breakfast this morning. That was a bacon sausage with a pepper jack cheese omelet with tomatoes on top, gravy, some hash browns. Hash browns could have been cooked just a little bit more. I didn't tell them to well cook it. Coffee's good, you know. It's a good, safe place to sleep if you're out here traveling. It's whenever you leave in Texas on Interstate 40, it's the very first exit that you come to with a truck stop. You'll see it. You can't miss it. So, good place to sleep, good place to eat, and good place to get started, because now I'm 10 hours, wish I was 10 miles, 10 hours, and then I'll be in the Petro up there at Kingman, and that's where I'm going to make it at tonight, sleep, and then kick this one off in the morning, and then we'll get headed back to grab another one. Well, let's see what we can get. Alright, here we are, dead stop on Interstate 40. My windshield is nasty. My truck will be getting washed when I get unloaded. You can see all the way around, nothing but dead stop traffic. Google told me about it about 5 minutes after I was sitting here. It popped up. Oh, there's a 36-minute slowdown. Google full of crap. I already been here 15 minutes. We ain't moved an inch, and that traffic is backed up. I know it's hard to see in the video. That traffic is backed up far as I can see, up around the hill, around the curve, and going down the mountain. So, but since I was sitting here, I figured I was wanting to go over this. Whenever I left this morning after eating the breakfast, which I put it was like $11 some change for that on a real good food, real good meal, good service, and also, the other day when I ate at the Petro, the food wasn't that good. I mean, it was okay, but it tastes like it was old. The hamburger steak just tastes like it was old, the eggs and everything. And that meal cost $16 and something. So I paid less money for a better meal. And that's what I put them in the videos for. If you don't know about it, try it out, give your own opinion about it. Put the links, comment in the description. Let me know if you like it, if you didn't like it. But maybe help somebody out. But so we got in the truck and left, and we'd done been a couple 100 miles, and we're gonna stop up here a mile in New Mexico and get some fuel. I don't know, 50 miles from it or something. But I have coming through some god awful wind, 49 mile an hour gusts. And I've been averaging 11.6 to 12 miles a gallon since I left from Indiana. I hit it and dropped down to 9.6. Fuel mileage has been terrible. Not only that, speed limit 75, I had to drop down to 55 miles an hour. luckily it wasn't a sideways wind. It was kind of more of a head-on, just kind of a bit of an angle to where it would rock my trailer every once in a while. But I wanted to be cautious and aware. If you're out there, really 49-mile-an-hour wind is really too much to be driving through. But fifth wheel camper can handle a little bit better than travel, in my opinion. But I slowed down, kept it slow, and watched what I was doing. Got a little swirly once or twice. Just be careful, especially hitting high wind. And you need a windy app, some kind of app for the wind. I use windy app, that's why I said that. That's why I knew how much the wind was, and I could see it probably lasted maybe an hour, but it drained cost me a lot of extra fuel and everything for that hour. So it's best to have some kind of wind app to let you know if it's going to be an all-day event. It's going to be 30 minutes. That way you just pull over and wait for it to bypass, go around or whatever. If you can see what angle it's coming, anything to help you out, you need some kind of wind app. So, but we're going to sit right here in this traffic and hopefully start moving here before long and get down there and get a little bit of fuel and start heading back out toward. Alright, we got over here to mileage. We got some fuel, finally got that backup. That backup was probably about an hour and 15 to an hour and a half. And you're thinking, dang, setting all that backup cost me a lot of time. I was doing good in time. That kind of put me behind schedule. But it looked like there was an SUV, and as traffic was, stopped, slowing down, there was a SUV just parked and looked like a six-wheeler come up and rear-ended it, pushed it off sideways and everything, and it was, got up there and seen the vehicles, and you're thinking, man, I guess, that really wasn't that important for me to worry about an hour and 30 minutes, because somebody else could have been hurt for the rest of their life, lost their life. I hope nobody was hurt or nothing in it. It just goes that, traffic jams, traffic stops, anything can happen at any time. You just got to watch what you're doing, pay attention, and look ahead. Look a couple miles ahead, as you're doing. I know everybody's got the electronics, the phones, and that's like I got the Linkwell radio. I can watch TV and all that stuff going on the road, but I don't. It's not safe, and we all need to be, safe out there. Watch out. Just because you're being safe, you have to watch out for other people. That's the main thing. Well, we got over here to Milan's Petro, and on the Petro side, there's two sides of the fuel. Half of it wasn't working on the other side, half of it wasn't working on the right side. So I had to wait in line, and as I was waiting, I was like, well, they make big meatball subs here, and I haven't had one. C Farmer, he had one over here when he was telling me about it, so I didn't know if it would be a good one or not. I wanted to try it out because I've been wanting a meatball sub, and I had to eat a salad tonight for all the junk I've been eating. But they didn't have meatball subs. They had a rib sub. And I was like, oh no. It was okay. I really wouldn't, unless you like sweet barbecue sauce, I wouldn't really, I wouldn't buy it again. Because I'm not big on sweet barbecue sauce. Anything that's, real sweet, I don't care for. But if you do like it, something that's real sweet, then you might like it. At least I hope it's rib. I mean, it could be something else, but they said it was rib. So, but we are 5 hours, I wish. 5 hours and 22 minutes, 373 miles to the Petro in Kingman, Arizona. And then that's where we're going to put it down for tonight and get up early in the morning and take a shower, get us a cup of coffee, and get rolling. I'm over here in Kingman, getting ready to getting fuel, and I wanted to show y'all this and tell y'all this. Well, for number one, whenever you're getting fuel, make sure you hang up the handle. Somebody didn't hang up the handle of the truck in front of me, and I could have pumped all the free fuel I want. I'm not that kind of person, so I went in, told them to recancel it to start mine. But everybody out here ain't honest, so make sure you hang up the handle. And I was wanting to show you this. I got to kick how much this fuel is. $4.21. There you go. I did that. Hope he's proud. We just got through getting our fuel. She got up this morning, took a shower, got her fuel, got her coffee. But y'all be careful when you get your fuel. I mean, that right there can cost you a lot of money. Somebody else just pull up and like, oh, free fuel, and it's pump a 18-wheeler full or anything. Just make sure when you hang up the pump, I always wait and make sure it clears, because that's the reason I put that in there, because that's not the first time that's happened. That's happened actually twice. And you know, if a pump handle don't hang up all the way, somebody just pick up and start pumping fuel. So you want to be careful of that. That right there will be very, very bad. But now we are 4 hours and 31 minutes from where we're going, Grand Terrace, 297 miles. So we're gonna ride down there and get this one kicked off. And well, let's go. Alright, we made it over to Grand Terrace. We got it unhooked, got the signs, batteries, and everything off. And they're fixing to go to lunch. And then they say when they get back, they got 2 in front of me or 4 in front of me. They're going to check and let me know after lunch. So in other words, I'm going to be here for a while. So I figured we'd go over the fuel and the mileage and stuff like that. And the fuel is going up. These rates, I hope, are going up soon. But 2,083 miles. Paid $1.66. Paid $3,457.78. Put the paper over. Total in fuel that I spent, $950.52. That's a whole lot more fuel than what I usually spend. If you go back and watch the other video that I did on this run, I spent a whole lot less fuel. Fuel is definitely going up, and I think it paid the same. I think it was $1.66 that I took on this too. But we got it here safe. We got it done. It is November 11th. So we're gonna sit here and wait till they got off lunch and everything, and we're just gonna head back to get another one. So I guess I'm gonna wrap this video up. Y'all be careful. Y'all be safe out there. Thank y'all for watching. Thank everybody for subscribing. If you got a YouTube channel, comment down below, and I'd like to check it out. If you support me, I support you. You know, help everything go on. So y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all in the next one.